Welcome back to another sort of beautiful day in Malaysia. We have made our way to Georgetown, Penang. We only have a half day to visit this city and it's raining out.
We are going to seek out some of the fantastic looking colonial buildings here in Georgetown. We are going to seek out some street art, which we hear is fantastic. And of course, some food from here in Penang.
We've been trying to wait out the rain, but it doesn't seem to be going away, and we only have a half day to explore this town. We're going out in the rain. We are at the Koay Jetties, which are normally filled with people, but it's only us and some other die-hard tourists. We saw clan association buildings earlier in our trip in Malaysia, and we learned how the immigrants would come together under a building in order to network with one another or for fellowship. And here in Georgetown, they have something similar, except it's their housing. So each jetty is owned by one clan or an extended family. And by living close together like this, they're able to do the same things that a clan association would accomplish. These are still lived in today, which I think is really amazing. So we are not doing a ton of talking in their neighborhood. We want to be respectful of that and letting people go about their business. Some of the clan jetties have been torn down to make way for new development, which is kind of sad, I think. I like the history and the heritage and the stories behind these houses, and I hope that Georgetown and Penang find a way to preserve more of them, but still make way for development near, or maybe even not near. I think they're really special and they need to be kept. They're really neat. Maybe it's time to go find some street art now. I love the first street art that we've managed to find. This is a mural dedicated to the fallen heroes, but it also is educational. Besides fire rescue, do you know what else firefighters do? It turns out a whole lot. I have heard that murals here incorporate everyday objects into it, kind of making them 4D, I guess. And here's our first one. This is a hose reel. It's part of the firefighter mural. I won't stop at all of them, but always on duty landslide operation, flood rescue, search and rescue, helicopter rescue. Oh, this is a good one to stop at. Animal rescue, and there's 5 more panels and people coming in a thingy. Okay, it might be a little bit hard to tell, but the sign that's right behind me is George Space Town. Elsewhere, we've seen it on official government signs as Georgetown, all one word. Which is it? Why is it spelled 2 ways? It's all English, right? George Space Town or Georgetown, all squished together. We don't know. Well, after all those lanterns and the fans that went around, we came around the corner, and now I understand the murals that we passed. This fire station is from 1908, and it has to be one of the coolest fire stations I've ever seen in the red and the white. It looks like there's a little bit of a historical display just inside of it, so let's see if we're able to take a look. Advantage that we're really finding today with the rain is that the lines for some of the most popular murals are much shorter than normal. I've seen photos online that some of these murals normally have like crowds and crowds of people, but we only had to wait a minute or two before we were able to take a little snapshot of this latest one. How cute is this street? This one has the most tourists that we've seen so far, and it's easy to see why. Super picturesque.
It's not going anywhere.
Well, the rain has ended and all the people are out now. Wait, Bill, you look a little bit different. Oh, oh, wow. Isn't that funny how much they look alike? Wow, this is really weird. Well, Armenian Street was a lot of fun and kind of hard to leave, to be honest. There's cute shops, there's great art, but we need to go onward because the day is passing and we still want to see those colonial buildings that Bill mentioned. Bill, oh, he's here. Phew, thought I lost him. But we're gonna get to those colonial buildings via Little India. We don't have a ton of time, but we're still gonna walk through it. It's the coolest thing about Georgetown is all of these neighborhoods are within a very short area, so it's easy to walk through all of them. While passing through Little India, we cannot pass by a shop that's called Penang Famous Samosa. If that's the name of it, it must be true, right?
It even said on the sign that it was a viral food.
So we got one, but it's just came out of the fryer. It's way too hot to eat, so we'll walk for a bit before we try it. It's famous, apparently.
And viral.
Famous and viral. It's gotta be delicious.
When we picked this up, it was fresh out of the fryer. And now it's cooled down a little bit, so we can eat chicken samosa. Wow. I'm not sure I've ever had a samosa before. It is delicious. The center is full of this nice, meaty, saucy mixture of goodliness. Sounds like something Heather would say. It's almost like an Indian version of a barbecue sauce. It's definitely spicy, but it's sweet at the same time. It's fantastic.
Well, that is officially my favorite Little India that I've ever been to. I loved it. To answer the question, what is Chicken Alley? I have to back up. Way back. And that's the answer. Hey, Bill.
Hey, what?
Why did the chicken cross the alley? I don't actually have an answer.
That's good, because I don't know.
Here in Penang, the British controlled this city and these waters starting in the late 18th century, the late 1700s, continuing until the mid 1900s. Instead of having an area that changed hands between country and country and country, you have primarily a British influence, and we see that in the architecture here. But it's not to say that Georgetown is British, because you have this incredible Malayan, Chinese, Indian influence. It's like this huge mix of everything. And I really am finding this one of the most interesting stops that I think that we've had in Malaysia. I wish we had more time here. We are not done yet. We still have a few more days, and in fact, we need to go find some food now, and I still want to see the Blue Mansion. So enough of this jibber jabber about history. Let's go. If it wasn't 7:30 at night, I think I'd get myself a coffee at this incredible looking Starbucks. I've got to say that Starbucks manages to get some real prized properties, and this is one of them. It's beautiful. Yes, my shirt does match the building that you see behind me. We obviously made it to the Blue Mansion way after it was closed, but the very kind guards let us step just inside of the gate so that we could see the Blue Mansion. It's beautiful, it's so ornate, and there's so much detail work around the roof. Even though we can't go in and we could just see it from the outside, I'm so glad that we made this stop. It's beautiful. So tell us what we missed. Have you been here? Is it amazing, or like maybe it's okay that we only saw it from the outside? Let us know. I kind of have FOMO. Plus, again, my shirt really matches it. That was not intended. Oh, what a beautiful building. We are at Chulia Street Market, which, as you might be able to tell from behind me, is absolutely packed. Bill is in a line over there somewhere. And as we learned to do in Taiwan, we stand in line and then we send the other person as a scout to find out what's going on and what we're standing in line for. We're standing in line for wonton mee, which we are told by a local in line is one of the best in all of Georgetown. So I guess we're gonna keep standing in line and have wonton mee. We've had it once before, but it sounds like this one is even better than the other one we had. Let's go check in on Bill. We got our wonton mee. I'm super curious how this compares because we had this in Taiping and it was really good, and that was from our Grab driver's recommendation. Here we went where the line was. Let's see how it compares. We also got an orange juice, which allegedly to sit at the table that we're at, you have to have a juice. Is that real? We have our suspicions. All right, I'm getting a little bit of everything in here. Oh, the flavor on that is very similar, but different. What is different? Charcoal flavor. I can taste the charcoal wok flavor in this wonton mee, whereas I could not in the other one. This one has a nice smokiness to it. It really adds to the overall flavor. I love it. The pork is not as sweet as the other wonton mee that we had, but it is much more juicy and tender and delicious. This was a great choice. I'm glad that we stood in line before we knew what we were getting into. It's amazing.
Well, we managed to find Char Koay Teow, and not just any Char Koay Teow, but the first runner-up or second place in some important Char Koay Teow competition. It looks delicious. We had the choices of spicy or not. I'd have gotten spicy, but Heather doesn't like spicy food. So we have not spicy and with a little bit of chicken egg, and it looks really delicious. Char Koay Teow. It is delicious. It is just the right amount of salty and just like a light oil on it. It's absolutely delicious. There's a little bit of smoky flavor in here. He was cooking over a very, very hot wok. A little bit of sausage in here too. There's a couple pieces. Not sure what the sausage is. Oh, it's super sweet. That goes really well with the saltiness.
Well, that about does it for us from Georgetown, but we have more to come on Penang. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.